Hello again, Michael Friedrich here from beautiful North Carolina, and today I have a single new product to review. It is the MEM, a palindromic shaving cream. There are some pretty good shaving creams out there for delicate skin, but this one is the perfect shaving cream for delicate skin. Kind of a high bar to set, but we'll see how well this goes. This is an Israeli shaving soap, shaving cream. It is a coconut oil and olive oil based soap, and I know that for many people, as soon as it says olive oil, red flags go up. But I will say that this shaving cream has been a real pleasure to use so far. When it says olive and giant size on the box, they're not kidding. This is a giant tube of shaving cream. It is a metal tube, and so for those of you like me that always get a little bit distraught by the uneven bumpiness and the potential for splitting in a metal tube, well, it is what it is. So if you're going to travel with this, just be aware of the fact that it is a metal tube and it's going to get bumped and crimped in a bunch of weird ways. That's just how it is. Today's razor is a razor I've not shaved in quite some time. It is the RazoRock Black Mamba with the Uberglide coating. It's the Icon bamboo style handle and the head design for the Black Mamba. In here I have a Gillette Silver Blue. I believe this is the third shave on this blade. Not this one, but the one in the razor, obviously. Anyway, let's go ahead and get lathered up. Today's brush is going to be the small boar brush from Neep, which I'll get out in just a moment. But let me just show you what this looks like. This is another green shaving cream, a beautiful, kind of cool and darker, slightly pearlescent color to this. I'm just going to wipe some on my face. This is pretty concentrated, so you don't really need a lot, but if you don't get enough at first, you can always just reapply it. No concerns about brush staining, by the way. I've had no issue. I'm going to start with that and see how well we do. All right, let me get the brush weight again. Now, interestingly enough, I had not used this brush as well in quite some time, and in fact, I managed to give myself a bit of brush burn, having been a little too vigorous with this one day, so just have to watch out for that. It is a very stiff knot. The tips are broken in, but the knot itself is really quite stiff. So I'm just going to get it going. And for a lot of these, all you do is you just wet the brush a little bit and just start the lather going. Clearly we'll need more water. The brush looks a little bit green when you start, but like I said, I've had no staining. Yeah, at first I thought maybe there was something up with the razor or the blade that I was using, but I think in fact it was just a matter of a bit of brush burn on my part. Brush is definitely much stiffer than, for example, the synthetic knot or some of the Badger brushes I've been using. I've not used this brush in some time and it's not really completely broken in. All right, a little bit more water. Now, I don't know what makes this the perfect shaving cream for delicate skin. I don't know, but it does create a nice creamy and really slick lather when you add enough water to this, and certainly when you wet your face in between passes you can feel how much slickness there is. It's got a very a light, unassuming, perfumey scent to it. Absolutely nothing out of the ordinary, just a very plain, kind of clean, soapy scent. All right, let's start with that. And like I said, if I need more for the third pass, I'll just add a little bit to the brush or a bit to my face, and we'll just keep on going. Okay. So the Black Mamba is definitely a different head design, for example, than the Baby Smooth. For some, this head design works better than the Baby Smooth. I would have to say for me, Baby Smooth definitely trumps the Black Mamba, but there's not like there's a world of difference there, not a huge gap. But if I had to pick, it'd be the Baby Smooth. Now, I've certainly had no kind of plating loss. There's no blemishes. I know that, people were certainly very curious about the longevity of that Uberglide coating. I think I've had this for just over a year, but also don't shave with it that often. I will say that the Gillette Silver Blue, in fact, I think I did this, I had the same experience when I shaved with this razor the last time, is that a bit of a sharper blade, like the Gillette Silver Blue, worked better for me than the Vashkod. Just turning here a little bit to follow the growth. Very nice slickness on the soap. I will also say, by the way, that the head design on the Mamba, as you can see, there is no, or the overlap here is tiny. It's essentially not there. Yeah, really easy soap. And the tube is gigantic, so if this soap works for you, because you have delicate skin and you're looking for the perfect soap, well, this would be a great option. And this you can actually find online. That other Israeli shaving soap, I don't think you can find anywhere online. You can purchase that in person in Israel, but not being sold online anywhere. Yeah, when you rinse your face, there's a really nice slickness to this. We go and get lathered up, add a bit of water again to the brush, pull a bit of soap off the bottom. Yeah, the head design of the Black Mamba, by the way, if you're not familiar with the way the design works, is that the posts for the razor blade are actually in the base plate, not in the top cap. And that has a couple benefits. One is you cannot assemble it incorrectly. You keep seeing people that unfortunately assemble their new D89 or something, whatever the clone is of that, with the base plate on upside down. And I know people are always mystified as how could a person do that? Well, it's actually very simple to do that. You take the razor apart, and if you're not paying attention to the way that it was initially assembled, because in your rush to get going on your new fantastic shaves, you disassemble it, and those razors can be assembled with the base plate on upside down. And there's really nothing that will tell you that that's wrong unless you have to know that it's wrong. Until you begin to shave with it and you realize that literally nothing is happening, and then you flip it over and all is well. That's not a mistake you can make with this particular head design. Okay, across the grain. Yeah, definitely enjoying the soap. It is a commercial level mass market shaving soap or shaving cream, but that should not be taken as any kind of slight against it. Absolutely works very well, does the job. Scent is, clean, soapy, lightly perfumed maybe. Very inoffensive, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, see it right there? Very, very nice slickness. All right. Across the grain, which up to there is up and down because it grows like that. Then we switch. And then switch again. Yeah, very nice level of slickness on this soap. This does not have the kind of thick, billowy protection you might get out of a super fatty soap with shea butter and lanolin and tallow and all of that, but slickness is fantastic. I'm not sure what it is with the green. I think this is the third one, like the palm olive. The classic shaving soap, and no, this one. I think, in fact, that the leader from Poland was green as well. Yeah, I definitely like this razor. It definitely gives me very good shaves. But again, if I had to pick between that and the Baby Smooth would still come out on top. All right, last. Yeah, that is not enough lather left in that brush. So let's just add a bit. In fact, what I'll do is I'll add just a bit to the brush itself. And just squeeze up just a bit in there, not much at all. Add a bit of water, make sure that goes on a little wet. There we go. That will be plenty of lather. Whoop. Yeah, I really like the handle style. I know that that bamboo style handle, I've got I think another one of those. That works very well, easy to hold. The layout makes it easy to maneuver, completely not slippery in any way. All right, let's just add a touch of water to that. All right. I know that MEM has kind of a very loyal following. People really seem to like it once they get their hands on it. And certainly for the money you're getting, and a lot of shaving cream in that. All right, here we go. This is the Against the Grain. Just help pull my skin a little bit tight here. The hair does grow. A bit of a mix of pattern, so just attacking it from a couple different angles. All right, it's the same over here. And as I said in previous videos, there are some razors, for example, that that particular pass in that way against the grain is just uncomfortable. And that really shows you the difference between razors. I know if you're new to wet shaving, it may be really hard to fathom how much difference there could be between razor head designs and blades, but trust me, there is a lot of difference. And it should also be noted that it is not the case that every expensive razor is a better razor. It really depends on what works for you. No guarantee that this razor would give you a comfortable shave, for example. Yeah, and this is one area where I feel like this particular head design is not as efficient for me as on the grain against the grain pass on this sort of cleanup underneath my chin. Just takes a little extra work. On the flip side, this is also a very safe feeling razor. You don't feel at any point like you're going to cut yourself. Of course you can, as with any safety razor, but the way the blade is held on the head, the amount of control exerted over the blade, just feels very safe in use. Now, for those of you that have ever done software demos, and God knows I've done my fair share, this is the exact second I would cut myself. I will say that shaving and talking has an inordinately higher chance of leading to a nick. All right, I'm going to call it quits right there. Rinse off. Yeah, man, when you add water to this, this just feels very slick. It's another one of those soaps that is hard to rinse off, and sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a bad thing. This feels like just a good protective layer on your skin. It obviously comes off, but all right, one more. All right, let's towel off. Well, you know, I have delicate skin, and I think that this shaving cream might well be the perfect shaving cream for my delicate skin. Now, marketing speak aside, that is a very slick, easy to use shaving cream. It lathers very quickly. It's got a very nice, easy, light scent. Yes, it is a commercial style shaving cream, so it does have parabens in there, but it's something you just need to be aware of. It is a ginormous tube that's going to last you quite some time. Really have not used much at all for the week of shaving that I've done with it. As you can see, I've only squeezed out just a tiny portion. Something cool I noticed, which may actually be the case all the time, when I poke the hole in the top, which of course you do with the top cap, it actually creates a very cool kind of rectangular hole, which, nice little detail. Okay, I'm going to use as an aftershave what's known as a Frankenshave. I have combined the remainder of the aftershave white from Meißner Tremonia and the last little bit of the Mint Ice Menthol. I did not have enough of either, I think, to really make, you know, enough for a single application. I should have plenty now. I think it was like 2/3 and 2/3. I'm going to be very generous with this. In fact, I'll probably apply it twice. Oh, yeah, see, in fact, there you go. Yeah, as I've noted in some of the previous videos, this is exactly the time of year. There's 2 times a year here in North Carolina where, because of the weather changes, I've got to watch my skin extra careful. The other thing I've noticed is because I'm changing products every week with a different razor and a different set of blades and just a complete different mix, I don't know if I'm helping or hindering my skin there really, but it's a price I'm willing to pay. Well, you know, actually that's an interesting mix, those two aftershaves. That's there is a bit of hint of the menthol, which I was expecting. There is the smoothness from the white beer-based aftershave. I'm going to put on more. Now, some of you may do the same thing. I have no idea why I rubbed that on the back of my neck. I have no idea, but man, it feels really good to do it. All right, there we go. Oh, interesting mix of scents there. Yeah, that's basically gone. So that was a good move. Whew, all right, let's let that air off and cool off a little bit. We've had some actually surprisingly hot days here. It is sort of tending towards the end of fall. Leaves are just turning like crazy. We've had some still very warm days, 72, 74 degrees, with some cold snaps in the evening. If you're in the northeast of the United States and you just got a snowstorm, well, we're looking at beautiful sunny weather today. Temperatures in the mid 60s. So, oh well. All right. Well, I think that's really it for today. That was a very nice shave. A very nice Easy Sunday shave. As always, it's about 2.5 days worth of growth. I shave Friday mornings for work and sort of midday on Sundays for these. Let's go and recap for the products that we've used for today. So number one, and the main product for today is the MEM Olive. Thank you again to Victor who provided both of these two shaving soaps. The perfect shaving cream for delicate skin. MEM Olive, the giant tube. Coconut oil and olive oil based shaving cream, green. Yes, it is kind of a commercial style shaving cream. Still works very well. Easy to lather. There's the box again. A little wet. Let's dry that off. If you're interested in the Hebrew on the other side, there you go. 12 shekels. It's not bad. Very nice shaving cream actually, and I think that that's one of the things that would last you for quite a while. Easy to use, easy to lather, simple, clean scent. If you like the color green, look into it. Today's razor, the black Mamba from RazoRock with the handle from Icon. This is the bamboo style handle. These I don't think are being made any longer. This does have the Uber Glide coating. It is interesting. This is one of the razors along with the Baby Smooth that I, at least because of my water quality, get a lot of soap scum. You can see there's quite a bit of soap on there. So that's just something you have to remind yourself when you're done. Just make sure you really clean that. The razor does shave very well. It is in the scheme of things a very comfortable shave. Certainly a very efficient shave. Not as efficient or as comfortable as the Baby Smooth for me. I know that some people prefer this one over that razor. I fall into the Baby Smooth camp, but that's not to say that this is not still a very good razor. And if you have one of these, I hope that you're enjoying it. If you wish you had one of these, keep your eye on some of the buy-sell trade sites. These do seem to come up rarely, but they do make an appearance. Today's brush, beautiful olive wood hourglass style handle from Neep with the small size boar brush, boar knot in there. Still very stiff. The brush itself, just the knot, it's got so much backbone to it. And I'm going to continue to use this one probably the next week or two and really get it completely broken in. Today's aftershave, it's a Frankenshave. It's the two Meißner Tremonias. I'll show you the other bottle just so you can, there you go, those two combined. The Mint Ice Menthol, which I really like. This white beer one, also pretty good. I'll be using the dark beer one probably in the next 2 weeks, something like that. And as I said, a Gillette Silver Blue for the blade. Well, that was really it again for today. I just want to say thank you again so much for watching. If you would like, you can of course always leave a comment against the video. I just want to say thank you so much and appreciate the time you're taking to watch these. And until next time, goodbye.